Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we're going to take a look at Death of Hope Part 1, Anarchy Reigns. Now, I've not done anything like this before. I don't usually do the reaction thing, but I've already watched this through once, and there's a bunch of stuff that stood out as being really interesting and really cool, and to actually just talk through it would basically mean going through the whole thing all over again, and it's a lot easier to provide visual reference when it's right there in front of you, so I thought we'd just do this. I don't know whether I'll make a habit of it, but I just figure it's easier this way, so let's just go straight into it. The warning is, I say necessary. It's definitely not suitable for your kids. I wouldn't show it to your 10-year-old, personally. I mean, depends what they're into. They might like that sort of thing. How you'd find that out, I do not know. So, as it says at the start, the Titanic labour you're about to see was 3D modelled, animated, written, directed, drawn, created by one Mark Louis, I'm assuming Spark. The fact that it's just him who has modelled, animated, written, and all of that is absolutely mental to me. I had a similar reaction to this as I did to watching Astartes for the first time. Like, watching Astartes for the first time, you have that moment of, one person did this? How? What do they have? What else do they do? Do they have time to do anything else? Similar reaction to this, to be honest. There are so many little things in this that just... yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. So yeah, Angron and Lorgar are continuing their attack across the 500 worlds. Recent attack on the planet of Sathas, and a censured Ultramarine rallied loyalists to penetrate the enemy, so to speak.
He has deluded himself into denying an inconvenient truth.
I'm not sure who the narrator is at the start, but it's, you can guess whose side they're on. I will say the only shaky bit for me of the whole thing, and I'm saying this up front because then we just won't talk about it again, because it's the one minor negative in a whole, mass of positives, is, as with a lot of fan animations, the voice acting is a little bit hit and miss. That's not to say it's bad. I don't think any of it is bad, but there's some is better than others, but that's just something that, it's something that happens with pretty much every fan animation anyway. To get round it really is to hire all professional voice actors, which is hella expensive, or alternative to have no voices at all, where you need to be heavily stylised and have a different flow for storytelling, which is what Astartes did. But I don't think that approach would even work for Death of Hope. The way it's been written and everything comes together, you wouldn't want that, I don't think. It wouldn't work as well as just having voices. And these little cube wriggly things, I'm assuming, it looks like warp, Zinch, mental stuff going on, which I really like. And again, just this opening shot, there is so much detail packed into this, it's crazy. It obviously looks great, but it's just so much work. Oh, that's not gone well for him. It's such a nasty detail, that. Oh, God.
Fight from shadows, behind masks.
It is to the dedicated fans of the Horus Heresy. I don't think you need to be a dedicated fan of the Horus Heresy to think it's ridiculously well done. The kind of stylised background to this, like that purple and pink kind of hazy look with the tentacles wrapping around everywhere, it's very, very, very nicely done. And there's so much gross eye hanging out, just in case you wanted to see that. Ugh. It's just not nice, is it?
Show me your honor. Make swords with me, legionary.
Bit of
those are the lives of the Emperor's subject you dismiss so easily.
I'm fairly sure that Mark is not a particular fan of the way that 40k has gone in recent years, but everyone likes different stuff, don't they? That's not going to affect anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so, okay, that's one of the first things. That blood letter did not look exactly how blood letters look now. It had a weird curved spine on it. those are really old Bloodletter models, like really old demon models that had like weird, creepy bodies that were all elongated and like bent. That's like just one of a bajillion little details in this thing that make it so good. It's a direct reference to an older model. That I think actually in fairness was before my time. Actually. I think. I love that. The flickering. The weird, creepy, nightmarish people fused together, flickering in and out of reality. That is some Event Horizon shit, and I'm all about it. Now, I've got no idea what these two are saying. I'm assuming they're speaking Colchizian. That's my best guess. But there's no translation provided for these guys, which is intentional, obviously. But it kind of, to me, it feels like a good bit of world building. There you go. So like that kind of bloodletted demon figure with the weird bent curved spine it's for like a really, really old model. And it's all these panning shots where there's just so much detail. There's some nice Mechanicum stuff there. I think it's the Silax Automata? Guardian Automata? Something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but you can find them on Forge World. I'll put a link in the description actually so you can take a look at them, because again, they've been very lovingly recreated to a ridiculous level of detail. And there are some I believe it's the Saturnine pattern Terminator armour. It looks so mad. So good, but so mad. The massive hulking shoulder pads that go up above the head. The head is like almost sat in the chest almost. It looks mental in the best way. Stuff crawling along the outside of the ship and then disappearing. Yeah, there's if you've ever wanted to see what the inside of a chaos-infested ship is like, it's done so well. It's proper just nightmare stuff. This, I'm assuming, is a bit of teleporter action gone horribly, horribly wrong. Like a bunch of Ultramarines just stuck in the wall. Not a great way to go, teleporter mishap. Definitely not a great way to go. Probably the worst way to go. Although, infested by demons, I don't know.
You owe me about.
Absolutely terrifying. That guy. World Eater, I'm assuming, by the cables coming out of the head. The bulk of the Space Marines. Proper chunky. Yeah, again, like the slow panning shots where there's just so much going on. It's just crazy how much detail there is. That's an awesome helm, by the way. Feel bad for this dude. Yeah. So that would be half a Space Marine. Suspended from hooks, with his mouth carved off, missing an eye, with laurels nailed to his head. Really, really harsh. Well, I mean, there's no way to really get around it. Word bearers, not nice. Not nice people, it turns out. I think it's Bloodhound, isn't it? Looks great.
Information regarding 7863.
Christ.
An event has been triggered on deck CD-32. Capture him.
A little bit of clipping on the helmet for that guy, but like the smallest of criticism for animation. In the comments for the video, Mark even says I'm not, like, he doesn't like animating. How? The animation is really goddamn good for a single guy doing it. I mean, come on. Gotta give yourself some credit. How is he still alive? He's missing his bottom half. I mean, what an absolute animal. I do, again, like, the thrill is so well done. I feel like you could cheap it out if you wanted to, but he just didn't. He didn't. Bit more ship interior action, which I really like these sequences. I think he's done such a good job of showing the absolute awful horror of what a chaos ship is on the inside. All these creepy apparitions, stuff flickering in and out of reality, like completely mangled, tortured people just appearing and disappearing. It's so good. It's so Event Horizon, but the thing is, Event Horizon just felt like a Warhammer 40k prequel anyway, so that's very Event Horizon and also awful. Yeah. Get back to her in a second, because oh dear god, that's the worst. Nice bit of Eldar. I have no idea what type of Eldar. I'm assuming some sort of just normal aspect warrior Eldar maybe, but I don't know what aspect it would be. Maybe there were more than there are now. There's definitely Spirit Stones in there, and there's definitely Wraithbone going on. See, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate it. Mark, what the fuck, dude? Why? Oh.
All the bad people are gone now.
Maybe a bit of less detail for this bit would have been nice. Oh. God damn.
Oh my god. Please wait.
Oh. It's so bad. Creepy, nightmarish horror show. I mean, don't shake him, that's not going to help anyone, is it? It's definitely, pretty sure that's like step one of baby care, ain't it? Don't shake him. Mind you. You know, desperate times and all that. The effect behind that, like the beams that make up the cell doors, is really cool. Also, that guy's got awesome hair, just throwing it out there.
What is the meaning of this? What you see before you is a lie, Pipemane.
I forget the name of the actual operation, but I think this is...
Nearly there. Correct. Have you recovered? I breathe. It will be enough. Prepare yourself.
What a beast. I gather this is where word bearers were using ultramarine armour to ambush and just cause general havoc. There was a name for the operation, but I can't remember what it is now. off the top of my head. It might have even said at the start, but I missed it because I was talking. Either way, if I remember correctly, that's the deal.
Your weak flesh has endured, unworthy one. You aspire to become one with the 13th Legion. We will see the word from your bed. Look at you, unworthy. I need not be modified to challenge a son of the Red Angel.
What a hero. Absolute hero.
Pity. You were the mere worthy opponent. Do your worst. Your fight is with me, World Eater. God has other plans for you, Chronicus. This excuse of a warrior owes me his blood. Now move, for the nails do it for you.
Yeah, again, just the detail on the World Eater is so good. All of the armour is so well crafted, it's so nicely done.
Honorless cowards. Do you seek more for your entertainment? A glory in death, perhaps.
Typical Ultramarine, used everywhere.
Honor by boarding this vessel. To be accepted once again by your fellow kinsmen. There is no glory for you here. You are nothing, and will continue that existence as we march your shells onto the streets of neighboring worlds. Forever a traitor in the eyes of your proud legion.
Yeah, so there you go. The shells being the armour.
My armor, cousin. Release me, and I will give it freely. As you wish.
There's a lot of like modification to a lot of the armour in this, but it does seem to mostly be kind of like, I think it's sort of ranging from like Mark 3 to Mark 5, kind of. But a lot of it is like, a lot of it is personalised, and kind of augmented and decorated.
For the 500 worlds.
Oh, there goes the, I think that was the Eldar just there. Pretty sure that was the Eldar just murdered. Jesus Christ, I just look at them, look at him. Oh, God. that word bearer Gal, Gal Vorbak is, it looks so good. Looks so good. I don't think that's actually, what's his name? I've totally forgotten his name now. It's not my favourite character. It's my favourite character and I've totally forgotten him. You know which one I mean. The first one. That guy. That's how many times I've read The First Heretic and it's just gone. I was just too busy looking at the pretty pictures. So yeah, that's Death of Hope Part 1, Anarchy Reigns, and it is super well done. The environments are so rich and so detailed, like the backgrounds and the things with like the warp stuff going on looks amazing. There's so much care put into things like the armour. There's just so much attention to detail all round. It's unreal. And I love the references to different things, like the fact that we've got the older demons in there, the fact you got the SAS-9 Terminator armour. All of that stuff just adds up to make something that, I mean, visually alone is massively impressive, especially for one person to do it. That's mental to me, for one person to make all of that. Absolutely incredible job. Really, really well done. So yeah, Go and watch it properly. I've put a link in the description, and I'll put one again in the comments as well, like in the pinned comment. Just make sure you go and watch it without some idiot talking over the top of it. That idiot being me, obviously. And yeah, go and support Mark, the actual creator of this, because he's done an absolutely stunning job. Genuinely, really impressive. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.